Which color would you like?
Oh, green.
Green for sure. We're going to stand back to back, and our goal is to see who can inflate their bag the fastest. Okay? So wait a second now. I'm just gonna use my feeble old man lungs just like you. Ready? On your mark, get set, go.
He wins.
Oh, keep going, I mean, we gotta collect some data, right? I gotta know where I have to be. Alright, let's give Sarah a hand for being a good loser. Airplane wing demonstrates something called the Bernoulli principle. An airplane wing is flat on the bottom and curved on top. So when that airplane wing has to go through the air, this air right here gets to the back of the wing really fast because it's just straight. But this air has to travel over the wing to get here. But the air ends up at the same time, so this air moves faster. This creates an area of low pressure right here. So the higher pressure underneath literally pushes the plane up. Okay? So a plane is pushed up into the air by creating low pressure in the bottom, and high pressure does that. What I did was I created a curved surface. It happened to be a ring, but this is a curved surface. By standing back here and blowing like this, I created in an area of low air pressure, so the higher air pressure pushed in way faster. I used science, Sarah. Okay. All right, so when I breathe in, I expand my lungs. That creates an area of less air, because my lungs are bigger, but I had the same amount of air in there. So that makes an area of low pressure. So the higher pressure in the room pushes in. Okay? So to breathe, air has to push into my lungs, because air can only push. It can only push. If you remember that, everything makes sense. Okay? So this little critter, basically what I've done is I've exhaled. I've exhaled the air in its lung, which is just a little toy device. But when I let go, I'm going to be creating an area of low pressure because the lungs are going to be expanding. So the high pressure in the room is going to push in through the vocal cords. So this particular creature makes sound breathing in. We make sound, we talk breathing out. Okay? It's harder to talk in breathing in, but you can. I can't talk when I breathe in, but it doesn't sound quite good. I filled mine more than you, but that's okay. That gives you an advantage because you have a little less water. So when we say go, we're just going to turn our bottles upside down and see who can get the water out of it the fastest. And you can do that any way you want. Okay? All right? So someone say on the mark, get set, go. Go! You know, racing my students is very tedious. Oh, there you go. That's better. Are you done? Really? That's the best you can do. Thank you. Let's give her a hand. In the bottle. Water could come out the other end very, very, very fast. Okay? Very fast. Or you could do it Taylor's way. You know, but I have things to do today, so I can't do it that way. So, just a little trick, easy to do at home. Real easy to do at home.
I'm going to bet my brother $5.
Really. And I let go. The air pressure inside the glass and outside is equal. What will the card do?
Fall.
Okay? Air pressure is equal, nothing holding it on there. But if I remove the air and hold the card over, so now the air pressure outside is greater than the air pressure inside, and I let go. What would happen to the card? It should probably stay on there, because just like my finger, air would be applying pressure, but there'd be very little pressure pushing down. Okay? So, I'm going to remove the air, okay, and we're going to try that. Is that okay? Okay. Is your mom and dad a lawyer? Excellent. So, I'm removing the air. replace it with water.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so far, you're good. So far it seems to be working very well. There's less pressure inside than outside. Ooh, what was that? And if we, indefinitely, this should probably stay on there. Now, if this was a piece of glass on there, glass, won't, water. But cardboard gets wet. Oh, hang on. I'm getting my cardboard. I don't want to get any more wet. All right. Let's give him a hand. Let's try the water bottle of science. I'm going to say I actually invented this. I was sitting at home one day thinking, I know that doesn't happen to me very often, but I was trying it. It almost gave me a headache thinking, but I was drinking out of a bottle like this. And there was this real cool demonstration, pretty simple. Where all we have is a long green straw that goes way down in here. Thank you. Kind of hang it somewhere over something a little bit. The gumball machine or something so it'll dry. Figure it out. It won't dry wadded up in the corner. Okay. Gifted in town. There we go. Alright, green straw goes way down here. Yellow straw starts here and goes up here. Now, nothing's happening because it's under equilibrium. The air pressure inside is equal to the air pressure outside because air can get in and out this straw. So the air in there is equal to the air outside. Okay? So we have equilibrium. Equal air pressure. However, if we change the air pressure, liquid or gas moves. Always moves towards the low air pressure from the high air pressure. So if I could put high air pressure in here, then the gas or liquid will go from the high air pressure to the lower air pressure in the room. Should we test that?
No.
No.
Excellent.
No.
I didn't work.
I didn't get
Oh, my paper all went down. Thank you, Mr. Sad.
Just like
Alright. I'm going to give you a chance for revenge.
I want it.
You got to get this. You got to volunteer. Look at this.
I want it.
Alright. Now wait now. This is an air pressure demonstration device. So don't want you to go home getting all gun. It's not a gun. No officer is going to go, ooh. All been approved. Everything we do has been approved. Okay, here's the deal. I have 3 of these. I'm willing to let one of you battle it out with me. I'll let you choose first. Okay, does that seem fair enough? Oh, there's a lot of volunteers. All right. If I protect my tie, I'll let 2 of you, and you can pick first the weapon of your choice. And it's a science weapon. Okay, because we don't allow weapons. Sound? I think there's a lot. Oh, there's a lot of pressure in it. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is I have a lot of pressure in here. And if I open the valve with this little trigger, which just opens the valve, all it does is it allows the air pressure in here to push out. Now between the air pressure in here and the room is water. So when I equalize the pressure, when I make it so the air pressure in here, which is higher, can push out, it'll push out until things are equalized. Okay? All right.
You were brave.
You can start. Shoot away. Go ahead.
Come on. Don't use it. Come on.
There's your camera shot. Logan's over there and you know, he dug a foxhole and he's hiding. Okay.
You are so brave.
I think I had the same place. I think I had the same place. Oh yeah.
Ladies, could you put those back up?
I might have to turn these I didn't get wet.
I got a little wet.
That we peeled, okay? And what's happening is as the pressure reduces inside, as this expanded air starts to cool and contract, the pressure's less and less inside, and it's more and more outside the room. And I can see that it's tighter on here, but again, it's a matter of this cooling off enough. And because the egg is soft, it's making a good seal, so air is not getting in or anything. I don't think. And as it cools, hopefully less pressure inside, more pressure outside. Hopefully it'll collapse into the container. Now we can see a little better. Oh yeah, here it goes. Here it goes.
Oh my God.
Big clap, wild applause. Wait. It's not done. It's not done. You can do it. You can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the pressure in the bottle. Push the egg out. Remember, air can only push. I don't know. I don't know how many science teachers around the world look in a catalog of toys and see rubber chickens and go air pressure right off the bat. I don't know how many do that or how many use one to demonstrate air pressure. But this is one of my 2 chickens, okay? Now this one, when I squeeze it, I'm going to increase the pressure, like breathing outward. Then we have this rubber chicken, all right? This one works the opposite, okay? Well, let's see what happens. So nothing really happens when you squeeze this one, the opposite of that. But what I've done is I've squeezed all the air out of the diaphragm of the toy in here. So when I let go, it's going to breathe in.
They're blowing up. This is baby so hungry. I know. Look at that. Look at the You should do a pile of the giant ones. Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay. Now, all that is like that one balloon, thousands of bubbles in each. Now, the marshmallows will only get so big and they'll start to shrink a little after a while. Why? What do you think's happening?
They're popping.
We're popping bubbles. The bubbles are starting to pop now in the marshmallows, so the air can get out, see? So it can equalize. So I'm going to speed that process up, okay? So let's bring these marshmallows to a low elevation. Routinely talk about going home and vacuuming. Like it's a verb. No such thing. All we can do is push. So when you use this device, air is pushed in. Dirt is pushed in. Wind pushes the stuff in here. It's an area of very low pressure, and the air shoots out back over here. So some of you will be able to feel the air coming out of here.
That means concerned about it.
All right, air pressure. Up inside there. See your hair? All it is pressure pushing your hair up inside. Nice, very nice. It looks good on you. Hey, thank God I don't have to. So, it seems weird, but next time you have spaghetti and you eat that one spaghetti noodle, that's being pushed into your mouth. You cannot suck in spaghetti noodles. That's right. So you create an area of low pressure in the room, in your mouth, so the higher pressure pushes the noodle into your mouth. Okay? I can't even eat food now without thinking about air pressure. It really is all encompassing. So that's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, I'm ready to do my hair now. I might keep your hair down.